Hello. In this lecture, we're going to discuss the social constructionism of social problems, the concept of sociological imagination, and the three sociological perspectives regarding the analysis of social problems. So the social construction of social problems tells us that the situation that may appear problematic does not become a social problem until people define it as a social problem. Let me give you an example. Poverty in the United States has been defined as a social problem because people have reacted to it. If you go to a remote village in a third world country where almost everybody is poor, poverty is not a problem because they do not have anybody who is richer to compare themselves with and therefore define their situation as problematic. Another example I can give you is the use of certain drugs. In the 1920s, opium was legal. It was widely prescribed as pain medication, even to babies, believe it or not. And this use of opium was not problematic because it was considered legal. However, when it became illegal, people started reacting to the use of opium, and a social problem was created regarding the users of opium products. This is what we mean by social constructionism. A problem does not exist in a vacuum all by itself. It becomes a problem when we start reacting to it and when we start defining it as a problem. The second important theme of the introductory chapter is the concept of sociological imagination. Sociological imagination, forget the fancy words that the book gives you, simply means this, that you develop the ability to see society behind individual behavior. For example, if a person is a drug addict, you have sociological imagination when you see how society has affected his personality and his habit. Let me become more precise. We live in a society where prescription medication is legally advertised on TV. The US and New Zealand are the only two industrialized countries that allow prescription medication to be advertised. So you see, society is encouraging quite often drug use. We have heavy advertisements of alcohol, of cigarettes. In the movies, the media, we see people appear cool when they drink, when they smoke. So you have this whole encouragement indirectly when it comes to drug use and abuse. It does not remove individual responsibility. In the end of the day, we're all responsible for the decisions we make. But sociological imagination tells us how we have been shaped to consider a behavior acceptable or to consider a behavior non-acceptable. Another example of having sociological imagination is when you look at a poor person. If you have not developed sociological imagination, many people will say, oh, he's poor because he's lazy. However, if you have sociological imagination, you try to see how society shaped this person's opportunities and this person's access to success through schools, through family, through finances, etc. The introductory chapter also discusses the three sociological perspectives regarding the analysis of social problems, but I'm going to present those in another video. So that's it for this chapter.